Welcome back to more of Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age. Here we are in Jahara. I still love the name of this place, Jahara, Land of the Gareth. I still can't believe I don't really remember much of it from my first playthrough. But this guy actually says something kind of important. There's a great forest south of the village where the mist swirls thick, and a great worm of the earth. Yeah, remember that. That's going to be maybe important for later. No, we're not. We're actually just getting started. Let's head over here. Now, I believe some of the Gareth in this place have something kind of interesting for us. That implies someone else has, nice sunbaking there. Someone else has come to talk to the chief of the village about stuff. Maybe the Empire's come here to learn about Nethercite too. That doesn't bode well. Okay, Paths of the Stone, huh. Yes, that thing right in there. That's no ordinary fiend, that's actually an Esper. Hume Child? Huh. There's only one Hume Child that could be. I think we're going to be meeting up with, somebody quite popular soon. Of course, the trader here will be a good place for me to unload a lot of my loot. Great wool from those getters is worth quite a lot. And 3 chocobo feathers. The size of a butcher's knife, and, sturdier than they appear, huh? Okay, what do we got here? Wooden pole, traveler's garb, golden garb. Interesting. Let me see. Feathered cap, travel. Okay, yeah, they're not great. But what is this? Oh, a whole set of golden stuff, which might be better than what some people have. Oh, I really want that. But I should probably get Fire Elemental Sword. That could be nice to have in reserve for when enemies are weak to fire, because remember, you can swap out equipment in the middle of a fight. Actually, let's check if there's any Stoner Fire Bleed. That just inflicts sap, I believe. So it's not really that great. I think Bleed in 13.2 is actually pretty good, because it lowers the enemy's max HP. But I will take Fire Up. That will definitely be a straight upgrade on a lot of things. No new techniques available. Blazer gloves. Okay, so it's basically the reverse of the magic gloves. And the rest is pretty much what we've seen before. Could get another survival vest for Bolfia. And we did just get this out of the bazaar, but whoa, that is way worse than the bone mail. Half. Okay, while that's not going to be super useful right now, that's actually going to be very, very good later on, because let's just say where we're going, we're going to need ice protection. So I'm gonna keep that for later. Magoroku, better katana. I guess I can get that for Vaan, since I'm focusing on those for him at the moment. Oh, Flame Staff. Element none. That's kind of a lie. I think that actually does. Oh, inventory 1. Yeah, I've already got one of those. I think that actually does increase summon. Oh, we have this too. That's actually great for Shikari combined with shields. This gives you an enormously high evade rate. So maybe I should go with that on. Oh, I'm using katanas on Vaan at the moment, but this is actually a really good strategy. I could try that out too. It actually even looks like one too, because it's based off of a kind of real life, what they call a parrying dagger. Basically a dagger that's designed to block enemy attacks. Oh, okay, if I got Fran the license for that, she could upgrade her bow. Don't really need this anymore. Serpent Rod is ice elements. Yes, if only you knew where they'd be found. It's not like your bazaar is selling one right now. That's actually the Forgotten Grimoire. Okay, the winged helm does give better speed, but I guess I'll put that on him for now. And she can upgrade her magic with the feathered cap. The golden armor is an upgrade for Penelo, though. Huh, Balthier can use the winged helm. It's a bit of a downgrade in HP, but it does boost his speed and strength. Not that strength matters with guns. Yeah, that boosts his evade all the way up to 50. And if I equip a shield in his offhand as well, it can go even higher. Okay, so I wanted to grab that. And with that I can use the golden and ice shields. And there's also increased chance to block with a shield. And I can go for even more HP too. You know, I suppose while we're doing licenses, I may as well get some licenses on other people too. That's really expensive, but I mostly did that for access to another swiftness. Oh, if he gets the Jade Collar, he could be even more of an evade tank. And for Fran, I wanted... Yeah, there's the Elfin Bow, which we actually have. And we have enough LP for it. Guild Toss is actually kind of a fun ability. I may as well get that. And I can get the Shell Shield on Barsh. Oh, okay, I gotta remember that I actually need the, Okay, I do have Fire as license, good, so I can actually use that. In that case, I guess I can get Ashe Drain. And Regen. Oh, we have access to Stop right now. Oh, that'll let her use the Bone Mail if I want to take that off of Barsh at any time. Yeah, so I can have a really good evade setup with this, which I might actually try. You got anything to say? Oh, right, yeah, of course, the road from Giza's open because it's the rains. Exporting cheese. Interesting. Even its flowers are perilous, huh? Well, yeah, I'm guessing we're going to be fighting some plant-based enemies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure once we do this, we'll be getting into a bit of story stuff. Difficult, huh? Well, that was kind of what we were doing all this to actually find. Yeah, because I believe the shard that we put in the thing kind of exploded. However, he just made a very good insight check on us. And could tell, yeah, she doesn't seem like she's lying. So let's just see who this great chief is. After we, you know, explore around the village a little bit more. The Elder Knoll. Knoll from Sacred Stones when he gets very old. Oh, yeah. So, there's an area around here, I think, called the Hen Mines, which is, Oh, right, and, you're the one who had that request. This thing shouldn't be that hard for us, at this point. Often seen in the Shred, okay. Hopefully it's the part of the Shred that I, Okay, he knows a lot of this creature. But yeah, hopefully it's the part of the Shred that I can actually get to from here, because I think you can only access the other part via a different area. Oh, we can go past there, though. Don't know if there's really that much for us around here, but I like to explore around places. Yeah, tell me about it. Vaan's strength is really high for someone who's supposed to be the speedy thief type character. I guess like all of the older people of the village live in this area. Said this guy, he's a youth. Yes, very important business. Very important stopping the Empire from exploding the world business. So, let's see. It is kind of interesting how they kind of explain how, yeah, like someone going around just claiming they're the lost princess, it's not like she really has any proof. We haven't had a scene with voice acting in ages, so I'm hoping the Great Chief is voiced.
This Nethercite. You have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone. Then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of Nethercite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. Called the Dynast King, he used the Nethercite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwolf flow through your veins, you cannot wield Nethercite.
Cannot wield it? So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the Nethercite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who will the stone in ages yet to come. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst, a terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire Nethercite whom the Nethercite itself desires.
I knew I'd be seeing you sooner or later.
Larsa?
That was a bit of a weird toothy smile, though. It was somewhat creepy, but oh well.
To Baromi says.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ashe, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ashe, let us go to Bur Omases. With the blessing of His Grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if Nethercite were used on Rabanastre? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the King's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bash told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rastler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find him.
I don't remember that scene. I actually like Vaan a lot more now. The whole Sky Pirate thing just being an excuse to... Wow, that was interesting. Wow, forgot about that.
I will accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet, waiting on Baromises.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
Well, you sure know how to tease people.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
Holy Mount Baromises stands at the northern end of the Yacht Remuda. Once we're in Yacht, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Yacht, right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Yacht. You know Nethercite's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethercite, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
Balthier's meta as always. So Larsa's back in our party as a guest, and that means that we're getting more dialogue here. Yeah, pretty sure no voice acting here. But that means that this is the perfect time to do some hunts. Killer bow and a quiver of onion arrows. Unfortunately, the killer bow does not provide a high crit rate, at least as far as I don't know. Oh, okay. So we get a free chocobo ride. I was gonna go for a chocobo ride anyway, but not to get to our next destination. More to actually go for our, like, yeah, that killer bow. Is it better than what we currently have? No, it's way worse, okay. But we can use the elfin bow, which is a little stronger. And Larsa's level 24. What are his gambits like right now? They're pretty much the same as they used to be. I can probably change these up. He has Cure, Cura, Aqua, Balance. Oh, wow, he has Bubble. Well, that changes things. That really changes things. Though I will probably have him cast that manually. Just because it's a little bit... Like, I don't want him to be spamming that constantly. Those were some pretty nice cutscenes, though, honestly. Also, there's a warrior we're supposed to talk to here. I think they said somebody near the bridge knows about the thing we're hunting. Yeah, here we go. The shred... Detest the creatures known as the Woo. Okay, then. Well, that's helpful to know. In fact, I was going to fight the Woo there anyway, because there's a rare game that has a 20% chance of spawning for every enemy killed in that area. I can literally kill 2 birds with 1 stone that way. Well, multiple birds. Oh, if I get on a chocobo, though, I can't show Bubble. Oh, well, I suppose I'll ride one now. Let's go for a free chocobo ride. And while we're on the chocobo, I'm going to go ahead and just do something quickly. Yeah, okay, it is basically the same song. It's just I remember the original version a little bit more fondly. So if you've played any Final Fantasy games, you are probably aware of this. This is a Chocobo exclusive path. No, you probably wouldn't be aware of that if you played other Final Fantasy games, but you're probably aware of the Chocobo theme. Oh, this leads to the other side of the shred. Okay then, that would make sense. Of course, I don't know which part of the shred that thing is in, but I can find out. Yeah, it's on the other part. Okay, but at least I know that you can get here via a Chocobo. Oh, we can't even go there yet because there are Imperials in the way. Yep, let's leave. That is the Hen Mines. They are a very, very, very deadly place. There's a few areas you can access now. I think the enemies there are still pretty strong, but it is basically a super dungeon. It's pretty much meant for post-game. So just bear in mind the location of it for now. Where was that? Oh, it's back up here. It's annoying that you can't grab the chest while you're on a chocobo, but yeah, these grassy paths are shortcuts that you need a chocobo to get through. There might actually even be others on the plains. Well, not there, that's a dead end. But yeah, I was saying the chocobo theme. So, I am embarrassed to admit that I played this game first, and then I played Final Fantasy X, and when I played Final Fantasy X, I did not recognize that that game's chocobo theme was the same song as this one. In my defense though, FF10's version of the chocobo theme is very different. It's much more jazzy, whereas this is more of a softer, lighter orchestral version. It is still the same tune though, but it took me forever to realize that. But yeah. Like, I actually didn't, like, I can even, if you want, I can play a little bit of the FF10 Chocobo theme for you just to show just how radically different it is. But anyway, the Woo that are here. I'm gonna have to dismount the Chocobo. Unfortunately, once you dismount the Chocobo, I don't think you can actually get back on the Chocobo again. Okay, this is a bit of a problem because Ashe is my best killer of Woos, and unfortunately, she's overleveled right now. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's because she still has the experience booster, doesn't she? No, she has the Rose Corsage, okay. Well, I guess I'll bring her here even if she does get a little bit overleveled, and that's just because I really, really want to quickly wipe these things out. And this is the best way to do so. Okay, you guys don't have your gambits on. I guess I'll get more of a chance to show just how I'm doing way less damage than Vaan as well, thanks to the dagger. So this is more of a tanking setup, but I guess we'll see if this works for now. But I'll show off the evasion once we actually start fighting the thing. So yeah, apparently there's a rare game that has a 20% chance of spawning for every enemy killed, and then there's another rare game that spawns when you kill the first rare game. And I guess once the thing shows up, I'll then start showing off what Bubble is, because Bubble is very, very, very cool. Okay, leave and come back. Is it gonna be here? They said like, oh, there it is. Okay, now I'm not really sure exactly what this thing does, but the first thing is green magics. Oh, it's very expensive, but it's worth it. Bubble. Watch this. Bubble doubles your maximum HP. Once you have Bubble and have the MP for it, you basically just want to have Bubble on everyone in the party permanently. It's that good. It's also the opposite of disease, so I think it neutralizes like disease if you use it or not, like, or you can't have both at the same time. But anyway, Bubble is absolutely ridiculous, and with that, you only have Bubble as green magics. I'm gonna also try something here. I'm gonna take Ashe out, put Penelo in, and then that means I have to Bubble her. And Penelo is going to use her green magics to cast Decoy on Vaan, something that I think I should be doing manually rather than with Gambits, because otherwise she just kind of spams it. And now, let's see if I can't... Oh, Penelo should also Dispel. So get rid of those buffs. So let's see how accurate it is. Well, it hit Vaan, so that's not really the best example. But yeah, that was a block. Castle protecting yourself again. Block again. Oh, you can heal yourself. That is irritating. Okay. I wonder if you always do that or if that's just a one-time thing. Penelo, go for the Dispel again. Because that Protect is getting annoying. Oh great, Larsa's going to be using my potions too. Okay, also Decoy wore off, so Penelo cast that again. I don't think Decoy even went off. Did Penelo, like, actually get that off? But anyway, just in case this thing heals again, I'm going to use a Quickening, and we can show Vaan's level 3 Quickening. One of Vaan's most iconic abilities, because he has this as his super in Dissidia Final Fantasy. Pyroclasm, or Melt Crimson in the Japanese version, in katakana. Naruto Crimson or something.
Let me show you how it's done.
This thing should probably not hold up very long to this onslaught. Okay, that was stupid. Just, I'm not good at very, like, rapid-fire reflexes like that. That was only 6, one of which was a level 3, and there were a few level 2s in there, so we'll see what we get. Windburst, that's new! With the sound effect, I thought it would be a lightning-based one. And down it goes. Now we get some of those herbs the thing was trampling. Enceladus has been vanquished. And yeah, Balthia's bubble wore off. So bubble does wear off eventually. But it's still like an amazing... I'm not going to leave that chest behind. It's still a really great ability. Definitely like one of the best in the game. So we don't really have access to it yet, I don't think. But once we can buy it, you better believe I'm going to be buying it immediately. Okay, there it is. I think it's more that it has a 20% chance of replacing any enemy on this screen, rather than it having a 20% chance of spawning for each enemy killed. It was saying, like, the wiki said 20% chance of spawning per enemy. So I kind of mistook that for, yeah. Meaning killing the enemies, but not really. So, Bullcroc, that, oh boy, it has a lot of buffs on it. And will Dispel even work if it's, I guess I can try, if it, has Reflector, but, again, I guess I can try. Okay, so, does Larsa even have I don't think he does, so I'm going to switch over to Pinello here. Well, only one way to find out. Dispel... Okay, good, it actually does remove buffs even through Reflect. Ow, okay. Larsa's death sound is kind of funny. I'm going to Bash revive him now. Oh no, Pinello's already raising him. Thought she was doing Cura, but no. Ow! Look at those jaws going right on her face. Begins casting Reflect. Okay, looks like Drain goes through Reflect though. Oh, that Screwtail is... Wow, that does a lot of damage. But it's dead. And when it's dead, another rare game spawns in this area. And I'm going to go ahead and get Pinello back quickly and probably bring in Ashe. Otherwise, we might have problems. And I think Larsa's set to cure, like, yeah, there we go, there it is. Eros. I guess we'll find out whether this thing is too strong for us at this point or not. Bash out. I guess my long-range attackers will go in. Protect. Oh, it's only got Protect. So, Pinello, Dispel that. Aurora. Okay then, I would semi-like to get Reflect up, but I feel like that thing probably drains wind. Oh, Pinello's never enough MP for those things. Oh, its damage isn't actually that bad. No, Sonic Fangs is not good though. But now that Pinello is no longer being targeted, you out, Ashe in. Oh, Thunder, okay. I guess it's like Ice Elemental then. Sonic Fangs Fran is going to take a lot of damage from that. Larsa's curing though. Don't even know if I want to use a quickening on this thing. Because between all of our healing and all of our thunder spells... Wrath. Sap. Yeah, as you can see there, Fran is losing like 1 HP per second with Sap. Sap is pretty annoying when it's used against you, but when used on enemies, Sap is honestly, like, really not, like, that dangerous. Yeah, Sap, I believe... Did I buy Regen? I did, because Regen is the opposite of Sap. I think you can reverse Sap by casting Regen. Yep, there we go, Sap's gone. They cancel each other out, so now Fran has no Regen, but no Sap either. Okay, let me just quickly go into my clan primer just to check something in terms of the bestiary. Yeah, here we go. Bullcroc, Rain Dancer, and Eros have been added to our list. Feral Croc, that makes it a gold and silver starter. And then Eros. Yeah, there's that blur effect on it that's pretty cool looking. Arrow Knights. Yeah, that's kind of a Wyvern type thing. We'll probably be seeing more of those later. Oh, I just noticed we have a new clan rank. We're Headhunter now. Oh, and I was still on the original soundtracks. Anyway, I thought I'd pick up my clan reward here. 2 ethers, 2 teleport stones, or 1 teleport stone, because it cost me 1 to get back here to pick up the reward. And with a new clan rank, do you sell anything new? Can buy steel move safely past traps. Interesting. Does require accessories 12 though. And no new spells. I'll get one of those. Okay, we got something new out of selling those stuff. Eye openers. Okay, well, yeah, I may as well buy this just to get it out of the bazaar. 5 more Phoenix Sounds is nice. And with that, I actually didn't entirely waste that teleport stone because there's something new in Rabanasta you can do after you've reached Jahara, but for that, I will be seeing you next time. So, see you then for a bit of a mini quest, and then an area that I remember liking originally, so I'll see you back here for that.